only got one mama, you only got one pa, you only got one life to live, no matter who you are. You can go the whole world over, every city has its dawn, but everybody living has one place where he was born. And mine is Kenya, so warm and wild and free. You'll always stay with me here in my heart. My land is Kenya, right from your highlands to...
Gongoi kalkai ma gongoi. Agende record. Sige forum television.
Gongoi. Gongoi kabisa.
Only got one childhood and the memory that springs.
Bwana asifiwe. Asifiwe tena. Nimeambiwa niongee juu ya kwa niaba ya family. Mwenye amelala tumekuwa na yeye Eldoret for about 4 years. Na amekuwa mzee ambaye anatu encourage. Hata alikuwa na ujumbe ya kwa hii umati.
Kunguno sinashukuru. Asema asante. Agiweke Mungu gongoi kwa wakati ningeguripe au wakati huu. Nikuongeze sana. Ongea kabisa. Kunguno mamiri mwa gele gongoi tu.
Alikuwa najua yeye anatembea. Alikuwa amesema programu yake anakuja Eldoret na kwenda juu mbinguni. So alisema wakati wa mashishi yake alikuwa anasema tuwe watu wa kumcha Mungu. Wale maji ile beach chino ni Kaptubei Patriarch. Wale mele buchi suyon ye number 1. Agule mele bu chini uren ke samismo. Agule mele bu chini corrupt. Mena mkin baji agesos agita kiwetage. Hiyo ilikuwa bidii yake 3. Halafu kwa wajukuu na mandugu zetu alisema tusitumie shortcut. Mambo shortcut uchukue the long route. Usichukue shortcut ili aidha ufaulu ama ufanye nini kwa dunia hii. Na huyu mzee alikuwa asla number 1 kwa sababu vile wakati alikuwa anajitetea kuhakikisha watoto wake wamekula, wameenda shule. Yeye hakuwa na kitu inaitwa pay slip, lakini he made sure watoto yake wote wamesoma, watoto yake na Mungu akatusaidia hata tukapenya mahali ingekuwa ngumu kwa sababu ya maombeshi ambayo alitupatia.
Mwanamia de yueyo. Atawen jana. Amigo pon. Yemeje wena mwame yuando nyuma tana basa. Ya chango yu assista yero. Agora lewe kono nya rangi tu. Alundo atamu. Gele mele to gruga biyo. Ugele me to gilu taje. Hakuna? Kuna mami ni mwa gele gogo itu. Asante.
Angi bude vijay.
Sasa.
Bude vijay.
Ako no pia na yui. Amira ita tuksa.
So, Silvano, in a video nataka it's more like an introduction. Introduce fully alafu then aseme utamuda kitu kama kwa mfano is advice for like living a long life, vitu kama hizo. Pia vitu kama watu wenye wanakuja, what to detail na kitu kama hizo. Sawa. Okay. Anza.
So, kuka umeche kuberk nini picture tinye video kola tinye video
na ba television
wala maje ko porchi mocho koroni tokor chima kwa
Ako ay chogro gitu.
Ari mojini ne mojorori chima kwa imojini ne kiloe
Le moge boine ba magar boisu ne. Mari ni to gongo yam ga tar boisi. Kapka chiga ka wiri.
Agi go jongolyan.
Ago ga sawa.
Igo jongolyan ko paulen.
Yan tu nala.
Ko paulen. Molimita.
Ko paulen molimita. Asanda. Mu mele go kete gar boisu ne. Uno llega que está mucho uno está todo chulo
Ele mejele eji se kata jiti nyembun eji se kata
gan am gena ne ha bara wende
agi mocho koro nik series ko sugo to bichita keji chicha
mo gi jipin moyan moso shokki
amane tiana magabande ne 28
1928
bas ona magabande yara ga yuru moto wale ban kotu igile ban kotu sirim somo
amarawa enta kenyi amarawa
juba kenyi
Serengetato
Hiponi masamba na kapag iya kasi sige nyuru iya ijitari boleh ke torok somoksi sebuah choice
sinzamo erego
wekte kai para kayur ko coba ko iwe beite se
mai terus ki magi mai kai torokan kusiri wele bana ka ko
matur kon kimi jigi tu utama siapa di sini
jigi bentia
bere tu nyuru gore ini itu muro
Arap kila lagi ya kan bo cesi bo negeri bo koloni
Oke, magari tondori ye, magari be tondori. Chumbe oh. Tapi tondori.
Omgas.
Oh.
Oli be bundugin dog yori be kotek. Keribe buntukisiek ndakatik.
Kiatipe buntukit. Kile kile buntukit ngune. Angen ochei. Kitinye nguno cha shortcut nake. Ako mi chikoen jak cham kemwogen.
Premkang.
Ate benane bolo aku pengaleka mamau. Aku kena guru.
Harambe, harambe, tuimbe pamoja. Harambe, harambe, tuimbe pamoja. Harambe, harambe, tuimbe pamoja. Tujenge serikali.
Mora kone marinya? Itu buntu apa?
Elia mai buntu ke senyori bela. Macam meji. Ibu kau itu buntu gapi?
Ibu itu naik apa? Gergir. Saya lagi jadi kaya ni,
Gai kau itu ke?
Injo juga.
Kau ni banding.
Kau ni begitu banding. Bagi saya gitu. Jadi ternyata men,
Na ilikuwa ni serikali ama voluntary ya kuingia mkani Ndondori?
Si walikuwa na choose.
Ulikuwa na choose?
People. Na wanalipa. And they used to know like, this ones, but they are loyal people. So you wouldn't even do it.
Alikuwa kwa mikala?
Kalau gini je kata Om God. Kita pengen je kata
Arap lah.
Arap lah.
Arap lah iya. Yani kalau namu biar je. Mabek kau jangan. Mere gigri ko jumbe waro. Awo ya ni Nego na muru. Kuma ni na muru maga ko muru. Mabaro tesa.
Uma South Africa.
Maga kwaje. Anyane.
South African regiments having now taken over the Kenya front line from the King's African Rifles, here they are, hard at work, strengthening advance posts. This area may now be the defensive position, but soon we hope it will be used as a jumping-off point from which to attack the Italians.
Ibu nugel kan lagi mulai.
Ibu nugel tu ini kali. Lori.
Hello police.
Nego boleh jadi orang ibu ni. Contoh baik. Ini bawa dia ada, ini bawa bari betul.
Kaya gitu.
Ada enggak? Nyano.
So kau nyano Ye kau san.
Ye memang je kan. Ibu kan bari gama.
To this, blown just as harmlessly, largely because of Mr. MacDonald's gift for winning the confidence of the peoples he served. Most Kenyans...
Mainnya sukan papus, bergulung.
Oh, enggak ya mah? Lagi begil dah.
Ayo begil dah. Waktu begil.
Ayo lagi tu.
Ega boleh gitu.
Walikuja Jatrebe ama Kitengela? Walifika Jatrebe.
Wale so many siang kugi boleh gimana boy sih?
Ada kerjaan ni.
Ada so many tiang. Kuma lagi banyak
sudah Malaysia.
Wanda
Kuma lagi banyak voice.
Yangete mchani wa tumbayo.
Po machusu chusu. Chusu chusu. Sine ko siya. Nebo Kaptubei.
Anakumbuka nini kuhusu siya? Anakumbuka nini kuhusu siya?
Ako tolika wa sikonji Kaptubei. Umewa sikonji sikonde. Sikonji ane o sikonji amu. Kiye buri le Kaptubei mnyano kulami sine. Kutuge keske. Madingari. Kita bertiada was tungga. Awak kita bertiada ni kenyur gari. Dia was hospital. Balai mutua kita. Usi kenyur kuih kesirin kami hospital. Kuih itu ni hak. Kuih juga.
Idarat.
Ke baca serta mulai bertiada ni magi roja. Lepas magi tu gada tanya. Aku anda aku tertahan boleh boleh mosi. Iterata. Ketu ya kita coba giting temu. Kesu tu oke ada.
Uyerota bigula ba?
Oh ya rata bibana garu tu kurece moso. Apa kaya jaga sih ya yero masuk pa.
Siapa yang gitu?
Aja manget kok simba. Jubur cepi. Nyanyawarin ya ya. Ayah mau apa juga? Ya apa kamu ya temannya? Malam aku yang batu.
Kiwin dewa tembayo. Kiwin dewa tembayo. Apa kami tembayo?
Kiwin dewa tu justru mereka kena
Malo.
Malo. Mau iso tembayo. Alas. Kamu kau ambil jembar kita siano lah nyawa tembayo. Mau air tembayo. Serta yang magar kau kerja besar cecah. Ikut orang baru bagian ni ani. Aku yang nyum mangut tu kau bilat. Mau rumah jadi. Epe kusulor kehati kusulor. Ya rawa begini robisek. Cibarin kehati. Barata. Si ini tu nak.
Tibati.
Bende. Orang kan inyo bertian ni. Apa kita namanya ni? Bodoh. Ada beda nyun tahu. Sasa apa zaman mama sekuya ibi. Mama. Sasa apa zaman mama shauri ya pombe. Ada jitor-jitor itu banyak ke semagra. Kiston. Yang kiston ye. Pas kalau mau ke Arap saita, cat. Awal orang singale sawa-sawa. Uye, magi mutu. Banyak ke macam ke.
Macam kera.
Kira-kira. Bagiran timnya do kiatar kale. Nah, utama jaga kalau macam ni. Pemain kiri itu suatu nak gungro. Iya banyak lagi. Lagu dia nak kasih. Kira ni kan. Oh, jangan. Icil lagi. Sambil barangnya nak bekerja pun. Oh, jadi kita nak tunggu cat. Jadi ni. Iya banyak saya nak bawa. Habis tu, oleh, karena kau bagi imagine dia yang sekolah ni. Kalau rumahnya.
Bugurau tu. Ini alim baram terebe. Ini alim baram terebe.
Hanya alim baram terebe. All jaga ni baram terebe. Dulu ada. Sireng ni. Orang gini dulu.
Ulah me.
Mau macam ni. Terebe kalau tu ni kan jurus bar. Ya sekolah itu kasih.
Tahu.
Ikalane. Masaranci, jasa rega gitu. Amuga siga, ya nak kuyo. Kuyo kasi ni na aku yang guna, kuyo kasi ni guna. Aku nak kasi ni na.
Nani alimfunza kushona viatu? Nani alimfunza? Kama alijifunza aje?
Kalau gini ngon gini itu naik kasih apa? Ijab gue nih. Ngon gini itu.
Senai. Ini itu kita neguguren, ingin ngom. Neguguren.
Reverend Jeruti.
Jeruti.
Reverend Jeruti.
Neguguren kusumit. Ibasta ya. Ogahi cici. Ogahi yo siapa nih sokora.
Sokonai.
Oh.
Uyaranyun. Umawanya. Apa gitu? Imbabarne. Kedua dua. Silakan. Baranda.
Kami baranda.
Umagine kanyu, gine kegine tu. Umago gena. Ya gena ay nyung kasi na ane. Maya kasi be. Asal sana itu ini audio ni oleh ni bare ni. Audio ini.
Ngogile ginap pino nyaya. Aramo. Kalau ginap ki.
Oh Arap manap kini gini ada pundio. Mama itu boleh magi mesut jara boleh. Kimi itu boleh yang ada kesan me ya gula, me ada tempat ya gula. Oh, kogi aku boleh jadi jatuh ini. Kau bukan? Banyak orang tiada jara apa tak?
Kalau mana lagi taruh tiba?
Semua ni. Semua ni bersih orang marah biar jam. Oh.
Cobbler, cobbler, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30. Stitch it up and stitch it down, and then I'll give you half a crown.
Kita biasa guna ni, orang jago yang orang kuendai lucu ya ni. Kumagi gurga ni itu yang kabar kan. Nanti waktu kan. Soalnya ni kumagi elah ni lewen jita ni buat lucu ko. Magi jangan ni aku lagi maya wiri pagumur. Amu kya pago ni ti. Lucu beite. Magi beite ni. Oh.
Kalau lagi sama awak ini lagi dua kita pakai suami. Ye mesi lagi ruangin, ya pakai saman kita pakai sama kaita. Sige kono kita ni ya, ele po, o kami bigabe me no.
Itu kan, iya itu.
Mimi Daniel Toroji Arap Moi naapa kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa Jamhuri ya Kenya na kuitumikia kwa moyo wangu wote.
Lakini mwakiai kimi pesheniki tinye hoteli yako? Kimi pesheniki tinye hoteli?
Ada mono ya gapo yoto anuiri hoteli.
Am kabar ni?
Kabar ni. Kaya ayah gula gula. Oh, lagi ibu dah nak tu lina ni.
Aku mana biasa.
Oh, betul. Sini. Katu betul ni juga boleh ni. Anda ada cakap na?
Isuk ni jerasek, bateri ni. Kimi jerasek?
Kaya?
Aku masih jerasek.
Kaya?
Amekuwa sala. Amekuwa sala kutaka sala.
Aku ita.
So, kijamili ni besho makia lakuan. Ile makia lakuan batai. Ingom.
Ingom nanti? Kami alok batai.
You cannot call him.
Sebiro di kita view. Yesoru irayu. Oke naik kita.
Oke naik. Ibarmat.
Oh ibarmat itu juga.
Yes, it's good you see something far. Mikanya onyo name.
Iya, alizaliwa nayo ama aligain.
You know you gain through experience.
Okay.
It's it's a tragedy. Because sometimes somebody can call you, somebody can cheat you. So you have to know. And most of them are your friends. Actually, the people who want to gain from you, can call you. Kumaloi. They could be your friends. So you need to. Really, my mind to is a I really need the Mojoro. You used to shortcut. Legend never Mojoro. I never gave Mama you support it on the way, man. Mabun shortcut. Petit, la lady boss got a shortcut. Go petit. Shortcut, Kuya. Magumeji. Magumeji Babasa. Muno. Meji. Kubunora and a Batman could tell. Kula orange, who put one on yellow gin. Magude Yes, you too. Could have orange sickness. You are in the sickness. You may say a moment job imagining shortcut. TV, Kimucha Gumuchi, Moginga. Through only in you. Oh, the Jana, Mojomoto, Magashino. Arap, Karake. Kuno. Took George, you can make an on the moment. And I was shortcut to Magara. Magara, Major Nora and is killing you, Baima. Like Nora was shortcut. What are Pichi?
And also,
in Mangola, I don't know, you give me one. You got to look to Kina. Menga ji gel kai tamag ko na or taw ni mating ba magi gembel agu mang na gitu gel bali ani jana utup
kamu lagi
besebi tugun ki grup aginta ala gitu gel kaira ni miginde Mara gunache agapcha musanu bokomude. Isu werita manoye. Kuko biati. Agapcha musana ja machicho jaje wo. Dagle ine gelo gewelten. Mangitu agapcha musan buje.
Mangitu.
Mia no machicho biktu. Oh. Aku suci cipta dega. Aku rita manoye. Kono ko mi ta ginde ka magita biya nyu mi ino magutu ya nyoko Paulo kela yi onu ka barai kaita meje mara meje su ko weta tu ko mi ate ni wekto ni gure je mamos utara ni se Paul ya kita Paul meje weta Artano. Ina ni maga gewet arte. Bagap je musan ya ne gagit ya mamus. Ora ko mamus ku tani ne da.
Engel. Mamus ne rata je busul.
No, irate je busul.
Ya osigis.
Oh, irate. Irate sera uen. Oi de una yes se fulane. Que igual se onda genja yani negar kobulo
kobulo yani taraja
kagoto te yugo tu baada ya fulani unakete se geri onda ge kobulo ne tanani gumya che yuyo Kotoi tanah ne ami yui kutugun. Ale ni yame chali wiro. Muta. Ore ko muta ta. Chidnya ni nya che tu. Ni muta to buri. Ba mure ju. Pa shuru jojo. Jojo. Ache ki ga ya che. Gro ga ma che melu di. Oh. Itu mengenai gigi itu lagi tu gilione, gaya ini bambare gilione. Aku nak macam macam itu. Kau buran gitu. Wow, brother.
Agli gigi batisan no. Gigi batisan no. Kewurin ni Jeremia.
Mama na altar kata. Kita ni kata bu.
Magambili leo pita.
Kita ni kata bu. Bagi bos na merkueti. Passa merkueta.
Kewurin ni Jeremia.
Nilipatisa mzee, nikaita jirani yangu nikamwambia iko kazi hapa, kuja uniushuhudie nikienda kufanyia huyo kazi mambo yake. Wakati napatisa tuliingia maji baridi, nikamwambia mzee, iko neno, jina lako ni nani? Kaniambia Jeremia. Iko neno ngine, akasema fanya kazi yako.
Nyumil jobe pana chami endori koi big pana mati becho ha bako becho bol
Tumemaliza.
Sasa. Aya gongo galaka ma gongo. Kagende record. Sige forum television.
Gongo. Kuboy kabisa.
Niseme nini, sina la kusema. Niseme nini, sina la kusema.
Hello there. Good to see you. Wow. I thought it would be good for me to give some background about this old video and why I even did it in the first place. You know, generally offer some explanation of some sorts. So, thing is this. I've managed to cover events like weddings, deaths, you know, name it, in the course of my life as a journalist, right? But more importantly, I've done this even on a personal level for family. And my biggest challenge has always been, you go to a funeral. And there's so much spoken about the deceased, and at the back of your mind you're like, oh, I wish there was some photos or some video to just make my work easier at the end of the day, because you want to do justice to most of these people, right? And this has always been the script. Somebody dies, and then you all start scrambling to find the best photo, the best video, or anything of that sort. And I thought, no. When it comes to my grandfather, but at least that's what I'm trying to go with this trend going forward, is let's plan better. Let's foresee, you know, even foreseeable circumstances or scenarios. For example, I knew my grandfather was getting old, so I always knew, look, I need to sit down with this man, this legend, and try to capture him alive, speaking, you know, telling his own story in his own words, for my own children, for the sake of my own children. Because I knew that at the end of the day, look, my grandfather was getting old. Yes, and my kids sadly will not be able to see him. So, you know, I should not be able to always be trying to explain to them that, oh, my grandfather was like this and like this and like this, and all they have is just a photo, and at the end of the day, that would be unfair to them. And so I decided, you know what, I need to really sit down with him and, capture his moments. Because let me tell you one thing, you would come to watch this video over and over again from the time I've uploaded it to since for as long as YouTube would be available, right? And probably with every time it will explain something about what you're going through, right? So that is the reason why I did this. So I started talking to my uncle, Dixon, that, hey, you know what? We should actually do this, and I have to give credit to him. He was very happy and receptive about this idea. So we started planning. So we talked, and whenever they would probably go out with the whole man to just stretch his legs a bit, sort of thing, we take photos and send it to me, But most of these photos will be taken either with a phone and kind of thing, and nothing bad about photos and videos sort of thing taken with a phone. It's only that sometimes the quality is not that good, especially when you're now trying to convert it into a format, into a video. So I knew I had to literally go there, sit down with the whole man and ask him questions and record it, So when I received news of my late dear Aunt Elizabeth, that she had passed away and the burial would be on, I think on January in Eldoret, I knew that was my chance. Because I knew, look, I don't really know the next time I'll be in Eldoret. And remember this, my aunt was way younger than my grandfather, of course, and she had passed away. So what guarantee did I have that my grandfather would still be alive 2 years from now, right? So I decided, no, I have to do this. So after the burial, which went successfully, I covered it, and there's a whole video about it on this channel. The next morning now, I asked Uncle Dixon, and I'd come with my cousin now, Suvan, and told me, before I go back to Nairobi, how about we really record something short for the grandfather and for the memory. Especially, I knew this. I was doing this thing for my children, right? And whoever would really want to understand the whole man. So that's how we did it. That is the foundation of all this. And let me tell you one thing. I'm really glad I did this, because until I did the video, I never knew this man had worked for the King's Rifles Army, the car, which basically was the army of those days, the British colonial government. What he referred in the video as working as home guard. I didn't know about that. So the more I listened to him, the more I was jazzed, the more I was like, wow, I never knew all these things, right? And one thing I always give credit, and I'll say thank you to God. He's as old as my grandfather was. He was still able to, his mind was still working. He could form sentences. He could joke around. The body as much was failing. His mind was young as ever, that thing. And he has this amazing memory, things which happened years ago. He still remembers it, And you're like, wow, this is really great, And that's also another reason why I try to do this kind of videos. Because let me tell you one thing. Over time with humans, as we grow old, our body basically disintegrate. Like our body doesn't really function as they should be naturally, because we get all manner of diseases which affects our how we speak, how we think, our memory, all sort of things. There's also a race against time, so that you want to find this old man still in his best state of health. You know, so that if you ask him, they can actually tell you something, and you can see it in them, right? So that you also don't come too late and start asking them questions, and you can really see they're struggling. So what do you happen in such a situation? Just, cover them. Yes, they are alive, but they can't really speak that much, and it's a loss, because at the end of the day, look at it this way. There's a saying that when an old man dies, a whole decade dies with him. So I was determined that my whole man, the life he has lived, will not just be lost with him. And the few people who, his children, and say me, would just have figments of it, right? So I just wanted, to find that out and put that on record for posterity purposes, right? And let me tell you this. I'm happy I did that, because at the end of the day, now when he finally passed away, now that is 7 months after I did this video, he was I will also give credit to my uncles, the way the team, the way they basically organized the whole thing. Because when I came from Nairobi and just met them at Chibroch, and I saw the team, the scenario, and I quickly connected the dots. I knew, so this is it. So it's like a general, or like this VIP, high government official sort of thing. I went with it, sort of thing, and it explained a lot of things of how I even created that video, the one for his funeral service, right? Even the choice of music, and finally, from the deepest depths of my heart, my grandfather for sure was no angel. He was a human being, and like any person like you and me, he was bound to make enemies, wrong people, and in the words of Kenya's longest serving president, I take this opportunity to also say, if my grandfather ever wronged you, I'm sorry on his behalf. It is like salvation. You can never really be sure. You just keep on saying, God, forgive me for my sins. So, if you're watching this, I'm sorry on behalf of my grandfather.
Kama yuko mtu ametukana mimi namsamehe. Na kama yuko mtu ambaye nimesema chochote ambaye kimeumiza roho yake, unisamehe.
For a man, I salute him. He lived a great life, and I hope that somebody watching this would fit in on his shoes, as much as they're big and all, but at least would make an attempt. I'm a firm believer in giving people their flowers before they die, so I intend to keep on doing this, and invite everyone to recommend people I should actually sit down and document their stories when they're still alive, so that we can build these archives. Kaptubei Family Archives, to me, was the idea was to have a go-to place whereby if I need to know how I'm related to somebody else, it's so easy. They can tell me their stories, their lives, and you can become a whole big family. At least that's what we are on paper, and this is the first step in that. So please, if you are touched, if you love this, support it. At some point I'll start a pay bill number or something like that, but for now, send your contributions to my number, give me a call, give me your feedback. But above all, let's celebrate our stories. Let's keep on telling our stories and helping one or another. I've inspired you. Till next time, ciao. And for that, I salute my grandfather. Hats off. He was a great man, a legend, and his legacy lives on.
For many a day, my heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around.